To you Scorpios out here. So you Scorpios have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and then you have the Ten of Swords. Interesting. So what I'm seeing here for you Scorpios is that keep it a buck. I see a lot of people are really cold around this holiday season. In other words, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Ten of Swords. There's a lot of you Scorpios basically who are seeing people come around because life essentially treated them harshly to them, and they think of you Scorpios as you're going to take them in from the cold of the winter. In other words, they getting ran through all around town because they think that they're too good for such and such and such and such. So they are getting themselves played, basically. And you Scorpios know what type of time it is. Some of you Scorpios are keeping them around as people that you have during cuffing season. And then some of you Scorpios are just not having it at all, and you're choosing to stay away from them. There's a sense of, again, they're just getting ran through. That's my dog there. You're just getting ran through all, not you, but they are getting ran through all around town. And again, it's just perception versus reality, because they should have treated you better. They should treat other people that actually cared about them better. Now they're coming to you with it. Could be exes, it could be somebody brand new, right? Some new connections that you're making around the holiday season. You know, they're coming on heavy. They want to hang out. Then you have the Scorpio energy, which you are Scorpio, so you showed up in your own reading. And then you have Pisces energy in the Hanged Man. Yeah, some of you Scorpios may say yes to it, but then some of you Scorpios will be like, nah, you're not having that. Not up in your house, not up in your residence, not around your family. You know, even if this person is like giving you some, you know those types of people who keep like dysfunctional people around them and all of that, calling themselves like bringing someone who they don't really have any kind of intention of keeping around their family members and stuff like, because people do stuff like that. I want y'all to understand this is how goofy it is. I come from New York City, and I live in New York City right now. And New York City statistically is one of the hardest cities in the world to date. Statistically, it's one of the hardest cities in the world to date. Providence, or whatever you want to call it, to date. It is, because you get a chance to see the delusion, especially in New York City. New York City has delusion bad. People be thinking that just because they hood, or maybe they may be bougie, depending on where you live in New York City, that somehow they fly and they're a movie star and all of this stuff. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this is how a lot of people get played. I've seen personally with my own two eyes how a lot of people will end up getting themselves played, because, and then be shocked that they got played, when it's like, but you were playing a game in the first place. They walked into that type of scenario. So why in the world didn't they necessarily see it coming? Because what I'm seeing here is that you Scorpios, like I said, you just don't want to have anything to do with them whatsoever. You don't want to hang out with them. For some of you Scorpios, this is only for a short amount of time. When New Year's happen, you're probably, if you live in New York, you Scorpios who live in New York, you'll probably go to Times Square to see them drop the New Year's ball, or whatever the case may be, or whatnot. And then after that, or what have you, you'll just go ahead kiss them or whatnot. But then, after New Year's Day subsides, a lot of you Scorpios are probably planning on dumping them anyway, because that's how it be. And then for the rest of you Scorpios, like I said, a lot of you Scorpios are not having it. The answer to that is no, you're not really rock with them either way it goes. And so then you have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the Tower. These three cards right here speaks to how a lot of you very much so are doing your own thing, right? The Ten of Wands, you're very comfortable with where you are right now. You're very comfortable with your family members. A lot of you Scorpios are enjoying this holiday season now because you finally got in tune with more of your family members and who they are. And it's not such a big deal. It's not a difficult thing. It's a big deal, but it's not a difficult thing for you to be more understanding of who your family members are, because I'm seeing that there was a gap between yourself and your family members. And now a lot of you Scorpios have a better understanding of who your family members are, and they have a better understanding of you, and they accept it. When it comes to things relationally, though, some of you Scorpios may even be dumping some people right now. You don't even want to be obligated for Christmas time. You may be ghosting some people. More than likely, probably dump some people. The Tower card represents Scorpio energy. So you all up in here where you're having a blast. You're having so much fun right now is what I'm seeing. While some people who gave you a difficult time, now they're dealing with it because you Scorpios are having an amazing time. So why are you not having an amazing time? You're having an amazing time because you've essentially been you've been getting, what I'm seeing here with you Scorpios is that you Scorpios have been getting supposedly dissed by people who should have looked at you Scorpios and saw much better. And see, those type of people, they have an issue because when you hang around people that basically, it's like you're not trying to be an angel. You Scorpios are not fronting to be an angel. But at the same time, you are actually a lot better when you compared to other people. It's clear, but then the person just can't, they just have to try to, it's the goofiest stuff in the world, and it's the aha, I got you moment. That type of mentality, it just goes to show them how goofy they are, because it's like, that's how decent people be. That's how you Scorpios and anyone, no matter the zodiac sign, if they're decent, that's how it is. Because there's people, right, who would have done, who essentially has done the same thing to me. Or you gonna be out here cheating, and it's like, yo, you insulted me with that. You insulted me with that. Why? Because you know how much time that takes to be out here cheating? You know how much time that takes? Seriously, you know how much time that takes? And I'm being serious. To cheat, no lie, to cheat successfully, where you get romantic fun, you need at least 3 hours per person whom you're cheating with. And then when you have romantic fun, then it's less than 3 hours. So let's just say you starting fresh. Let's just say you Scorpio starting fresh. You gonna go try to cheat on a significant other with 3 people. That's 9 hours minimum. 9 hours. Some of you Scorpios thinking to yourself, where I get these numbers? Well, come to me and get a personal reading and ask about it, and I'll put you on game. But 9 hours, a regular work week. How much is a full-time regular work week? 40 hours. 8 hours a day, 5 times a day. Right? A regular work week. That's what most people call a regular 40 hours. Right? 3 people, 9 hours total. That's basically 25% of a whole work week. Who has that kind of time? You about your bread, you about your money, you about handling your business. You gonna spend 10 hours messing around, trying to what? That type of mentality, that's what it is that you Scorpios have been having. And it's so ironic because you Scorpios right here in this reading, y'all are ending up amazing. I don't see anything goofy happening to you Scorpios. But what happened to all the people that is giving you a hard time? They may not be going through an easy time. Sometimes you may be thinking to yourself, you know what I'm saying? You having a hard time. Let me tell you, do you know how many people through the holiday season got a sip? If you catch my drip, if you catch my drift and my drip, who got a sip for the holiday season? Because they got so much pent up anger and passive aggressiveness. They got a sip just to calm that down. You know how many people doing that? And you Scorpios are living free and nice because y'all have resolved whatever internal issues is going on with y'all. Scorpio is a zodiac sign that keeps the internal issues bottled up, but not when you Scorpios have resolved it. This is what makes Scorpio evolves from the spider, the snake, the scorpion, the eagle, the phoenix. Those unresolved issues, you Scorpios have been resolving them. Far as I know, whenever I step on a scene with some Scorpios, y'all are a lot more forgiving. Y'all are a lot more patient. And I'm not saying that Scorpio wasn't patient to begin with. But what I'm saying is you Scorpios are willing to allow people to show you who they are and without punishment. You Scorpios, if they show you that they're not your type of style, you stay away from them. A lot of you Scorpios are operating on a higher level. Seem to me on some 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles seem to me like y'all ended up great to me. In my humble experience and perspective. I'm not going to say opinion because it's not an opinion. I'm basing this off of facts. You feel me? The 10 of Pentacles, and you're, again, quite comfortable. Knight of Pentacles, ready to step into the new year with grace. Feeling good about yourselves. Once again, y'all are having fun. I don't see any issues. I see other people having issues that you're not keeping them in your life. Other people having issues that you stopped talking to. Other people having issues in general because they have not worked out certain things within themselves. Scorpio or any other zodiac sign. But the zodiac sign that most people would consider to have the most issues, especially at a time of happiness, they would think Scorpio, but that's not true at all. Once again, I quite enjoy Scorpios. I even had a lady friend, a romantic interest that was a Scorpio at one point. And if I wasn't a lost lion, and if she wasn't a hyena, I would have been with her. You see. But things didn't work out because I ain't even gonna lie, I quite enjoyed it, the experience. But anyway, so I don't know what other people are talking about. I know what I experienced. But anyway, let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. But then again, too, I'm a Virgo. Anyway, you have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, the Judgment, and then you have the Three of Swords. You Scorpios probably thinking to yourselves, what does that mean? You a Virgo. Virgos and Geminis are the only one that can hang out with Scorpio and come out of it cool and can endure. Virgo and Geminis are the only ones that naturally have a natural resistance to Scorpio. That and Aquarius. Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini are the only ones that have a natural resistance to Scorpio. The other zodiac signs, they may not be able to be with the Scorpio when a Scorpio is giving them a hard time, or just in general. But the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles proves my point. Individuals that dissed you, now they're coming back trying to find out what you Scorpios are up to. But you Scorpios are living your lives peacefully, wonderfully, ready to usher in the new year. You're not holding on to anything. You're having fun, welcoming the new year, basically. The Tower, the Justice, the Three of Swords. Be careful not to have romantic fun with anybody. A lot of Scorpio energy. Be careful not to have romantic fun with anybody, because then they're going to make it seem like y'all go together. If that's not what it is that you Scorpios want, don't do that. You also have people that will contact you and try to get themselves into an argument with you, because says the Tower, try to be in an argument with you because they see you doing your own thing, having fun, and they see that you Scorpios have resolved y'all issues. They're going to be upset trying to figure out why their issues hasn't been resolved. But then you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, represents, again, trying to get you to care about them and see if you care and all that. My suggestion to you, my honest suggestion, is if they ruin their opportunity with you, don't care, because pickup artists will tell you this is when you have to play it a different kind of way. You have to show them that you're interested, and sense by telling them don't go anywhere and all this stuff. Me personally, you can do that if you Scorpios would like. Y'all are going to do whatever y'all want to do. Me personally, when they contact you, I don't agree with it, because, and I'll tell you why I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because I know y'all Scorpios love honesty. I'm always going to be honest with y'all, but if I'm really just going to say it raw and uncut, right? Because I would try to kind of like tell y'all it, but in a specific way, but bam, just like that. You either rocking with me or you not. Like, I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not going to run mind games. I'm not going to do any. You have to make a decision. Either you rock with me or you don't. If you don't, that's fine. It's perfectly wonderful. But at the same time, this games that sometimes people, that ain't on our life. For the people who are on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? You know the story. I'm about to tell it here again. Where I came up with the whole surfer, real quick, where I came up with the whole surfer concept, right, is the whole surfer philosophy basically is attached to the philosophy of don't hold on to anyone or to anything too tightly. I remember being in love with so many different people, trying to make it work, trying to make the love thing work. And I'm sitting up over here and I'm being heartbroken. And I'm saying to myself, my gosh, like, seriously, Imagine a world where you're really trying to do what you can to keep the person in a loving relationship, and they're trying to do everything in their power to fight you, to stay away. And I just realized, like, what is this? I'm over here applying pressure, trying to do what? Keep the person in my life when the person is fighting me. They're practically beating me on the chest. They're practically like soft hitting me on the chest to let them leave. What am I doing? And it's from there, it's from that discomfort and pain, I realize, I'm tripping. What am I doing? I'm sitting up over here trying to make something work where the other person who would be my significant other literally wants to do everything in their power to get away from me. I'm going to let them do it. And it's from there is when that philosophy of surfing, because the whole surfing thing, it's don't beat the ocean. You can't beat the ocean. You're essentially trying to catch a wave. You're essentially trying to ride something that is unpredictable, and you're adapting with it because it's water. You're not trying to force the thing and we gotta go over here. No, the wave is gonna go wherever it's gonna take you. You have to be the one to essentially make sure that you can actually ride it accurately. Make sure that you are actually able to survive that and all of that too, in a creative, unpredictable way where you create your own path. That's where that came from. And my concept with you, Scorpios, is I wouldn't suggest you Scorpios say yes to it. I would suggest that you Scorpios stay away from them, because they should have, it's not they have to get over their own ego. That's not your problem. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.